Hi YouTubers, I'm glad you're all here. Thank you very much for joining me. Today is Saturday, January 14th, 2023. There was a magnitude 3.51 earthquake near Dedham, Maine. This is the seismic signature. USGS said it was lower than what I came up with. Here's the seismic signature. Let me pull it over so you can see. Yeah, it rattled for a little bit. It was at 1:27 a.m. and there was some smaller aftershocks. You can see one here at 1:30 and 30 seconds. Another one at 1:30 and 20 seconds. Let me pull this over a little bit. Let's see. Go up over here. They're also reporting an aftershock of a 2.0. I'll have to look that one up. Here's the 3.3. And then on the 13th, there was a 1.8. And on, let's see, the 8th, there was a 1.7 in the same location. They were all about 3 to 5.6 miles below sea level. And as you know, all earthquakes are measured from sea level. Let me bring this out so you can see where the location is. Here we got Maine. We got Nova Scotia. And New Brunswick. Yeah, there's been some other earthquakes up over here. But that was back on the 11th, 3 days ago. 1.2, 1.8. On the 8th, a 1.6. And on the 7th, a 1.6. This magnitude 3.5 that they said was a 3.3, they gave it an intensity level of 5. Some people had some breakage. If you're watching this video or you know someone that lives in that area and they did have some breakage, send me a report. Here it says, felt by most people, some breakage of dishes, maybe windows, cracks in their house, plaster, and tall objects would have fallen over, things would have fallen off the shelf. So far, 111 people have sent in reports to USGS saying that they felt this earthquake. Yeah, okay, we got one way up over here. Calais, intensity level 3. Machias, intensity level 2. Okay, so most of the reports in the intensity here. 4 for Orland. Ellsworth. What else do we got here? Let's see, intensity level here. Sedgwick. And Eddington, intensity level 4. The two monitors that I got to download that picked it up. One here is Peak Kenny Mountain, I believe it's called. And then I think the other one is this one. G65A, which is by Baileyville. And down over here is the earthquakes. Here you can see the fault line. This area is moving towards the east, where down here towards the south. Now this is the Nuremberg fault that is moving west. This is the location of the recent earthquakes. There was several over here that I was tracking. Let's see, looks like 3.0 was the largest. Now that was on the 8th, no, the 17th of last year. So that would have been August 17th of last year. Okay, and this area is capable of having very large earthquakes. In the past, when they had along the ridge that collapsed, created tsunamis and all kinds of devastating things. Let me see if I can find that. Back in 1775, there was a 6.3, maybe a 6.0 down over here by Salem. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. This ridge. See this ridge along here? In 1929, there was a magnitude 7.2. You can kind of see the remnants of when the edge of the ridge there collapsed and slid down. There was a lot of deaths caused by that earthquakes and subsequent tsunami. Yeah, and then recently there was a 4.5. That was last year, July 19th of last year. That 1929 earthquake, tsunami actually washed away houses that were along the coastlines, wiped out the harbor. I don't remember how many people were killed, but you got to figure what the population was back in 1929 compared to what they got nowadays. Yeah, so did you feel... Oh, I was going to look up that other earthquake. Now, they're saying it was at 6:44. It came in here. Well, we got one little shaker right there at 6:45, and it got a little bit stronger at 6:45 and 10 seconds. They said it was a magnitude 2.0. There's a spectrogram. They should have added it all in together. So I'm going to... I probably should end it there, but let's see the seismic signature. But I'm going to end it right there. It comes in as a magnitude 2.12, not a 2.0. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's all tectonic. Yep, see? Yeah, the fault line moving. I really don't see anything else. Maybe some slow-moving tremors. Quiet tremors. Yeah, it's loosened up the fault line and it's just slowly creeping right now, it looks like. Yeah, looking at this different spots where it's a little bit thicker. And then let's go up. Alright, yesterday there was one at 12:17 and 40 seconds, but it came in here at 12:17 and 50 seconds. And this is the one for Pikes Kenny Mountain. I believe that's what it's called. They're saying that's a magnitude 1.8. Yeah, it's a 1.8. That's what I get. I'll bring it down so you can see it. And we'll go to the seismic signature again. Yeah, really active there. See, little points. Yeah, the plate was moving towards the east. 12:47, there was another little, tiny little dinky thing. It was tiny. All right, let me make that smaller. Where is it again? Oh, that ain't it. Okay, let's find it. While I was looking for it, I found this one at 15:38. Now, again, this was yesterday. That would have been at 10:38 a.m. yesterday. Yeah, that's that is dinky. Let's see how dinky it was. I get a 0.2 or yeah, 0.25. Yeah, see that? Just a little tiny thing. Another little dinky thing at 17:42. That's universal. That would have been at 11:42 a.m. yesterday. All right, that's the 2.0 that happened afterwards. I thought I would look to see what was happening afterwards. All right, before that, at 6:38, there was another small one. That one is not being reported. That comes in as a magnitude 1.75. Okay, 6:38 universal. That would have been at 1:28 a.m. Another small one at 6:30 universal. So that would have been at 1:30 a.m. Now that's today. That comes in as a 1.86. Yeah, and I don't see anything else. Oh, there's one right there. Just gonna say. Yeah, I've been going line by line. Let's look at the spectrogram. Right there. About 1120. That's another very small one. Okay. Oops. Lost it. Okay, and that comes in as a magnitude 0.29. Okay, I'm almost done going through the lines one by one. My poor little arm's getting tired. My wrist is getting tired by... Oh, there's another one. Okay, 1623, so that would be 1123 today. And that comes in as another small one, a 0.79. Yeah, they're not reporting these little dinky things. But if you think you've been feeling slight vibrations, yeah, you have. Okay, almost done. Alright, and I'll go over here to when I pulled the files. And that's it. Right there. Mostly what's been going on is these quiet tremors. Slow moving tremors. See that? Yeah. So someone reported that they had breakage. Who was it? What broke? Please put those comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Always be prepared for a disaster. As you have seen lately, if you're expecting emergency services to come and rescue your butt, it's going to probably take days sometimes. So you need to have food, water, medical supplies. Don't forget the pets. Yeah, many pets have medical needs as well as people. And if your power goes out, those that depend on power for different things like for oxygen, whatever, yeah, you should have a backup power source as well. And again, thank you for watching. Please share my videos. Please subscribe. Please thumbs up. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.